Hello everybody and good morning. Good morning, good morning. Rue says good morning too. Oh baby. Welcome to our 29-week Bumpdate update. Or as Tiffany would say, baby watch. So this week, little man is about 16 inches long. And he's somewhere between 2.5 to 3 pounds. Could be a little more. Hopefully he's not a little less than that. But yeah, that's approximately how much he weighs this week. He is getting so big. And let me tell you, I can feel it. I really can. So what is that the equivalent of in everyday items? Well, it's about the size of a pineapple. So he's about the size of a pineapple this week. A New England cottontail rabbit, which is very specific. Let's see, an acorn squash, and something that I loved playing with when I was a child, a Barbie convertible. I wish I had one right now to show you, but I don't. Sadly, they were all sold in a garage sale, probably when I was 10. Anyways, what is going on with little man this week? Well, he's growing. He's blossoming into a little baby. He is gaining fat deposits under his skin. So that's where all that weight gain's coming in. And because of those fat deposits, he is getting a surge of energy. Again, I can feel that too. His movements are getting more regular. They are less sporadic. He's getting into a cycle of like sleep and movements and sleep and movements. And his movements are less violent, I'd say. They're a little more controlled. But sometimes it still feels like he's, you know, kicking me pretty hard, like he's mad at me. Anyways, now his brain is controlling his breathing and is also maintaining his body temperature. And lastly, this one I think is really cool. His irises can now dilate and contract in response to light. So if I held a flashlight up to my belly, his irises could shift with the light, and then if I take the light away, they'd shift back. So that is all of the fun facts that is happening with little man this week. So how am I doing? I'm doing okay. Cravings. I did have a craving this week, and I can thank Tiffany for that. She came home from school last week with some Chex Mix, and she says, Carrie, you gotta bring some Chex Mix home. It's so good. So I brought home some bold Chex Mix, and I've pretty much been obsessed with it since then. Just the little Chex pieces in there. They're so flavorful and so good. I leave all the pretzels for Tiffany and she doesn't want those either. But yes, that is what I've been craving this week. Bold Chex Mix. Like I said before, little man's movements are really strong. So sometimes I'm just sitting here, and if someone was a fly on the wall and they were watching my facial expressions, they would wonder what is going on, because sometimes when he kicks me, I'm just like, ooh, ah. And I make all these weird faces, but it's because he's kicking me. I mean, you'd make faces too if someone was kicking you. I get heartburn with everything that I eat. It doesn't matter what time I eat, how frequently I eat, I'm getting heartburn with everything. So that's just the life that I'm gonna live for the next 11 weeks until little man gets here. I'm okay with it. I've got something better than Tums now, so it's helping. It really is. I still don't have any swelling. My ankles are great. My shoes are not tight. My rings still can slide right off my finger. Sometimes I'm actually afraid that I'm going to lose them. So no swelling, thank goodness. One thing that I learned is that calf cramps are pretty common around this time of pregnancy, especially at night. And I did experience some of that this week. Yesterday, especially, was really bad for me. My legs were kind of achy in the afternoon, but when I went to bed, whoo mama did they hurt. So I looked up what I can do for calf cramps in pregnancy, and really it's not much. I can do these stretches where I pull my toes up towards my shins and like push my heels out and just stretch my calf, and then I can apply a little bit of heat to it. But that's really about it. I think that's really all you can do with calf cramps anyways. So calf cramps. I really had to do a lot of stretching last night before I went to sleep because I was so uncomfortable. I didn't think I was ever gonna go to sleep. I'm getting a little forgetful. It's time to admit that. I think I've got a bit of the pregnancy brain. I can be doing something and then all of a sudden I'm like, what was I doing again? Or I'll go into the other room and I'll be like, what was I getting again? So that's been fun to admit, I guess. Not really, but it happens. It happens. The last thing with me is I've been emotional lately. I know that I think like the emotions were supposed to like, you know, go away a little bit, but I think they're coming back because I've had an emotional week and I can just be sitting there and thinking about something and then I'll be crying or sobbing or whatever. But then, you know, I'll also have those fits of laughter too. So yes, I've been very emotional. Also, I'm not sure about this, but I think my morning sickness might be coming back because the past few days I've been a little gaggy in the morning. That might be a little TMI for some of you, but yeah, I've been a little gaggy. No shrekking, but gaggy. Hopefully that's all that it's gonna be. I don't want to go back to shrekking. That was awful. So that's how I'm doing this week. Not too shabby, but it's not my best week, I'll admit. So the product of the week, let's get to that, what I want to talk about. I have here something for the hospital bag, actually. It's going into it. It is a Kindred Bravely hospital gown. Or you could just use it as pajamas, I don't know. But it's long, it goes down to my knees, which is great because I don't want anything short. The front, it opens all the way down the front and it's Velcro, so it's really quick to open, especially if I'm in the hospital and they need to get to my belly quick. So that's great. It's got pockets. Everybody loves pockets, right? Prom dresses come with pockets now, so why shouldn't hospital gowns? And it's got on both sides, right here and right here, it's got snaps to open up once little man is here for breastfeeding. So this is gonna come in handy when we are delivering little man and after we deliver little man. The great thing about it, besides that it's long and it's short sleeves, I hate long sleeves, is the cost. It was very reasonable. It was only $25 for that. So I'm definitely going to be using it. There's plenty of room for me to still grow in it. I've already tried it on. So I'm gonna call that a win because I'd rather wear that than wear one of those open hospital gowns and let everyone see my business. You know what I mean? So that's all I've got for you this week. This was kind of short and sweet, but we do still have that baby bump, so let's get to it. Okay guys, so what did you think of the bump this week? I am finally admitting that it's getting bigger. I feel like how pregnant I look depends on which outfit I'm wearing. Like, if I wear my regular jeans, I feel like I don't look so pregnant, but the other day when I was wearing my Old Navy stretchy pants and a pregnancy shirt, I felt like I looked super pregnant. So I guess it depends on what I'm wearing for me, like how big little man looks, but he's definitely getting bigger because it's getting harder for me to get around, and got to take more breaks when I'm standing on my feet. I feel old. I feel old. All right, well, that is all that I have for you this week. Thank you for joining me in this 29-week pregnancy update. Next week we're at 30 weeks. Oh my goodness, 30 weeks. It'll be the home stretch here pretty soon, so until then, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and click the bell for notifications. And thank you for sharing us with your friends, and we will catch you on the flippity.